The purpose of this screencast is to prepare the class for a reader's theater of the Declaration of Independence. In order to get to this reader's theater, the information is all on the Declaration of Independence webpage. And down at the bottom is a copy of the reader's theater document. It's called Reader's Theater. This document should be passed out at this point, but if you don't have it, you need to have it in front of you. And it looks like this. Please pause this if you need to hand these packets out to the participants in Reader's Theater. There is one for every student. Okay, now that you have this document, I'm going to blow it up a little bit here. So the Declaration of Independence, and you'll see that this Reader's Theater takes us through the process of writing the Declaration and brings out some of the key ideas in the Declaration. It's a great way to follow up to what you have learned. And it's a Reader's Theater, which means you will be acting or performing while reading a script. The script is also in the packet. Note for teacher, there's some interesting things here that I want to bring out. Number one, the script is 3 pages long and it involves 9 students. So 9 performers will take part in this, and they should be people that are comfortable acting in front of a group of people and maybe want to use voices. But you should probably, and want to act, but you should probably stay away from being silly. You want to make sure what you're doing is memorable. So you can use a loud voice and use your good speaking voice, but doing something silly, I'm going to frown upon that. Make sure you're getting the information across to your classmates. And there are 5 discussion questions at the end. These are on a separate Google Doc, and you will answer them at the end of the Reader's Theater. So they are on the classroom page. I'll show you those when I'm done setting this up. How to guide to Reader's Theaters. The Declaration of Independence Reader's Theater is designed to be used in middle school and high school. It gives students the opportunity to act out the history surrounding the writing of the Declaration of Independence and is an engaging and memorable classroom activity. The Reader's Theater can be performed as a review after students have learned about the document or as a way for students to teach their peers through a creative performance. So now you're taking the ideas of the Declaration of Independence that you learned in the presentation, and by translating the Declaration, and you're making it into something creative or your own. The play should take between 4 to 6 minutes, and it includes the following roles. There is a narrator: John Hancock, Samuel Adams, John Dickinson, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, Robert Livingston, and Roger Sherman. After reading the play, I recommend that teachers hold a class discussion or use the discussion prompts in this resource as writing prompts to assess students' understanding of the Declaration of Independence. You will respond to a Google Doc that has questions on it. So, right now, some notes about when you act. For all the actors that take a part, make sure you're being as serious as possible. Remember, you're conveying information. Also, when you speak, you have to stand up. So, depending on how you're going to be seated, and it's different for periods 2-3 than it is from 4-7, you will have to stand regardless when you speak so that the spotlight is on you. All right. For periods 2-3, the group is small enough where you actually have to have one person take on 2 roles because there is 8 of us. So someone can take on 2 roles, and I'll distribute that when I ask you to hit the pause button. But first, what I'd like you to do is get the room ready. So for periods 2-3, please push the tables to the sides and make a circle in the middle of the room. Make sure you return the tables when it's all done. And the circle, you should all be facing one another, and you should have enough room where you can kind of wiggle your elbows around and not make contact with somebody. I want you to be comfortable. So periods 2-3, you can assign roles and move the tables to the side and get that circle set up. Please hit pause. For periods 4-7, you're going to stay in your spots because you're a much larger group. However, you will still have to stand up when you speak. So desks and tables will stay where they are. However, I'd like you to clear off your tabletops completely and make neat piles of your stuff underneath your chair. so that people aren't tripping over it, etc., and your only focus is on the script. So, periods 4-7, you can pause this, clear off your tabletops, and assign roles. There will be people that will not get a role, and those people need to listen to what is going on. So they need to follow along the script just as much as the people performing. Pause now, assign roles, clear off tabletops. Okay, I'm going to set up the script for you. The Declaration of Independence, the document that founded a nation. Scene 1. The members of the Second Continental Congress have met in Philadelphia to discuss calls for independence from the citizens of their colonies. Enter narrator, John Hancock, Samuel Adams, John Dickinson, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Robert Livingston, and Roger Sherman. Make sure you know who you are. If you are a speaker, obviously you need to follow along so you know when you are speaking. If you are an onlooker or a viewer, you still need to follow along, because when you read the text along with the performers, you will have a better chance of absorbing information. Okay, the narrator can start the reader's theater. Please pause. Okay, now that you have completed the reader's theater, I hope you had fun with that. I'm going to turn your attention to the questions. So, discussion questions. There are 5 of them. Why do you think some delegates at the Second Continental Congress argued against declaring independence from Great Britain? Explain your reasoning. You'll put that in the Google Doc. If you had selected the Committee of 5 to write the draft of the Declaration of Independence, what qualities would the members need to have? Please respond to that in the Google Doc. What are the 4 parts of the Declaration of Independence? Which section do you feel is the most powerful in the argument for independence? Explain your reasoning. The Declaration of Independence singles out King George III as a tyrant and blames him specifically in the list of grievances. In your opinion, what was the purpose in doing so? Please respond to that in the Google Doc. And then imagine that you are one of the 56 signers of the Declaration of Independence. What feelings would you have as you sign your name? Keep in mind, some of the outcomes could be deadly. All right, this ends the screencast. You can respond to the questions.